What are the Bills fans' thoughts when they see Steph Diggs having the type of season he's having here in New England?
Well, I think, first of all, they're a little surprised because this is a guy that it appeared more on the downside of his career when he left Buffalo. And then he went to Houston, and he had the awful ACL injury. For him to come back and to have this, resurgence is unbelievable. It really just speaks volumes about his hard work and his talent, to be honest with you. I don't think there's not one Bills fan would say, oh, my God, I can't believe they traded Stefon Diggs. I mean, it clearly was the end for the partnership at the end. He had to be traded for him and the Bills and for Josh Allen, I think. And all the talk that offseason was, well, what's Josh Allen going to do without a number one? Well, he went out and won the MVP. So I don't think anybody was upset about that. It's so funny. You get more Bills fans upset that Mac Hollins is on the Patriots than Stefon Diggs these days, to be quite honest with you. So I think it's more of a kind of, just a bit of a knife in the side that Stefon Diggs came to Buffalo and had the game he had in Week 5.
So we like Mac Hollins here. I've been pleasantly surprised by him. I've been very surprised as well by Diggs. Like I didn't think he'd be back from the injury as quickly as he was. I didn't think he'd be, the teammate / leader that he's been. ... so far. I'm curious, and you just hinted at some of this, but I'm curious if Steph Diggs and the Steph Diggs experience has a shelf life.
I think it does. It did in Minnesota, and we were told that. It's so funny. You're asking me this, and I asked the exact same questions to people in Minnesota when this happened. And you're like, yeah, but everything's great here. And he's got this younger quarterback he's working with, and it's amazing. It's this great relationship. And people in Minnesota said, just wait. And I'm like, no. Well, guess what? Just wait. And I'll say the same thing to you guys. And that's, hey, I don't know. He's at a different point of his career, though, right? And, we'll see how it ends. Stefon Diggs is the ultimate competitor. There's no doubt about that. I do not think he's a bad teammate in any sense. I think what happens, though, is Stefon has this aura and this weight about him that he is so competitive. He is so much of a guy that, has a name and a spotlight that I think it becomes heavy around him. And if everything's not going exactly perfectly well, that becomes tough to sustain. I think that's what's happened in Minnesota and Buffalo.